Hadron Collider. Oh yeah, going back to the heads.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome to Behind the Glass. It's been a long time since I've said that. So if you've ever wondered, if you're out there in the universe and you've ever wondered, are scientists working on a way to blow us all the hell up? Blow this planet up sky high. You ever wondered?
Well, I wonder if they'll get us there, but I mean, I also wonder what. I don't feel like those are their intentions.
Well, think no more. The Hadron Collider, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. Clap for that, you freaking sorry saps. Clap. Clap for that. Okay, the Hadron Collider, you might have heard this in the news a little while ago. This thing is a massive, circular, magnetic, freaking freezing cold tube underneath the ground in the Swiss Alps. Right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, and what they do with it, all this money, billions and billions of dollars they spend on this thing. And you know what it does? It just takes and smashes atoms together.
Right?
Isn't that nuts?
But it's very precise.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars, all these important scientists, everybody's down in this lab, and it takes atoms.
Stuff you can't even see.
Spins them around real fast and shoots them through these laser things and crash into each other. And what they're looking for is particles to come off of these atoms that they call, I forget what they call them. I think it's like the God particle.
Well, that's what they're looking for now. But the first time they did this, it was the Higgs boson particle, because they're saying they're trying to figure out how the universe is, what it's made of, like how it was made. And that's why they're smashing these together, see if they can recreate and find these things that make the universe.
Yeah, so they're assuming that the Big Bang Theory is correct, right? They're assuming that there was a massive explosion in space and this entire world in our galaxy, and it all formed. Now here we are. And they're like, oh, we're just going to recreate that by crashing things together and see if something beautiful explodes from this.
Yeah.
I would recommend that you go read your Bible. You'll get a lot of helpful knowledge in there. Maybe you ought to go pray. Talk to God a little bit, okay? All you freaking nerds. So there's conspiracy theories about this Hadron Collider, though, that have come into play now, because they've told us that potentially this could open up a black hole.
Some people think, that there'd be a black hole, or one of the theories, like they said, when they just turned this on again, some people think it actually took us into like a different like universe, like a multiverse situation. They think when they turned this on, it just like transported us into like another place.
Already?
Yeah. Like you just don't know what happened.
Come on.
Isn't that nuts?
Is that possible? Is there any... I mean... Come on.
What if we create like a wormhole and just sucks it? Like it just like, we like, the whole earth like implodes.
The one, dude, that'd be dirty, man. We wouldn't really know though. We would just die, right?
Well, we would, I mean, if it's sucking, I mean, I think you'd know when you're dying. It's not going to just be like that.
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't the earth just disappear?
What if it was like, it feels like a giant earthquake. You're like, ah! And then you can feel your body just getting like crushed. I feel like that's how it would be. Like it'd be a painful death, I think.
It would hurt. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be like dying in space, right?
Well, but
they say dying,
like squish you down. It's like,
ugh. Yeah, it just minimizes everything.
Yeah.
They said the one particle that they discovered, I listened to an NBC News video. If you look up Hadron Collider on YouTube, it'll be the first video that comes up. It's by NBC News. This one scientist from Yale, this female, was talking about this collider, and they were discussing one of the particles. Like they've discovered
the Higgs boson is the one they found. It's named after a guy that theorized about this particle. I don't remember exactly what it is, but he thinks it's one of them that helped build and they did find it. And then they shut this down and they put more money into it to make it go faster, basically. And then that's when they turned it back on, because now they're searching basically what they call they don't have a name for it. They're calling it like the God particle because it's like basically what made up the universe, right?
Right. And they're saying that this particle,
dark matter.
They're saying this particle, because they've gotten like little, like when they've collided these atoms, they've gotten little traces of things. And one of the things that they've gotten traces of, one of these little particles, these subatomic particles, they're saying if it was not a part of the atom, then all of a sudden everything in our world would become weightless and would fly through space at like the speed of light. Like it would just, everything would just, just like, essentially the world would just blow up and everything would just fly. Your body, everything, we're gone, right? It'd be nuts. So knowing some of that, there's no way this could be safe. There's just no way. And it's one of those things where it's like, they say, oh, if a black hole opened up, you know, it would be very, very tiny and it would just disappear right away. So they're like, there's no worry, there's no danger. But we all remember from nuclear tests that they were doing back in the day when they were first getting nuclear power plants online. They were saying there's no danger of anything, don't worry, nothing's going to happen. And it turns out we get all of these nuclear meltdown things that happened and stuff was really bad, you know?
Got radiation all over the world now, right?
Right. So this thing, they're saying if they screw this up, it has the potential to blow up the world.
Not even that. Like, even if they don't, what if somebody like breaks in there and takes it over and like uses it for like a madman scheme? Like now I'm thinking like 007 stuff.
Yeah, that was my next thought.
Mission Impossible kind of stuff. Like a madman breaks in, he's like, I'm going to use this for bad.
Yeah, that was 100% my next thought. Because this NBC news anchor was asking this scientist, he's like, what are the like things that are going to come out of this that are going to be useful for society? What are applications? What applications are you going to be able to create with something? Once you figure out this new particle, how's that going to factor into our everyday lives? Like, are you going to create some cool things, essentially? You know? And I'm thinking, what do you think the first thing they would build? Weapons, right?
Yeah,
they're going to build weapons.
Well, just turn that thing into a giant bomb.
Yeah, they're going to use it to probably hurt people.
Russians are going to break in, take it over, and be like, we now control the world.
We have the God particle. What can you do when a country has the God? It's like China has these what is it? Subsonic? What do you call those missiles they have?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. Supersonic, like
supersonic.
That's not what it's called.
Hypersonic, I think.
Russians have them too.
Yeah, they got these hypersonic missiles.
We're still working on them.
Apparently, yeah. We're working on a God. Well, this is not the United States. This is like
Switzerland and Finland. It's on the border. It goes on to like both countries.
So what all scientists are involved in this process?
People from all over the world.
So Chinese scientists are working on this. Russian scientists,
Probably.
German. Oh, we're screwed. You know, because they all have.
They don't want to go back to their country either. They're like, man, this is great.
So you think maybe this is going to be like something for America? Like America gets to use it? Who has exclusive rights? Once we figure out the God particle, who gets the rights to that?
Well, the world, I guess. I mean, in all fairness, I hope they figure something out really cool. Like, it'd be interesting to like figure something out in this lifetime before you pass, you know?
Yeah, like what? What?
Well, I don't know.
How the universe was created? We were just talking about this earlier. The James Webb Telescope. We can't even get a decent picture, skis.
Well, yeah, we could see into space, but we can't get somebody 10 feet away from a security camera. But it's like, why is he all blurry?
Yeah, we can't even get a decent, like, we still haven't figured out how to properly do our elections. Like, if we simplify just the world down to like what we're trying to achieve versus what we're actually able to get right, it's pretty scary what we're effing up in the real world. And we're like, you guys, yeah. But on the other hand, these scientists, they're professional human beings, you know.
We assume. They could just be fucking whack jobs.
They could be. You never know. Yeah, that's true.
He's just a crazy madman.
Yeah, they could be like California, and they're just taking money from the government. Sure, they built the Hadron Collider, but it didn't cost what they said. They broke off a little bit for each other, you know? It's like every scientist gets a few million.
Well, even the first time they went to start it up, it like failed, and they like shut it down again and like start fixing it right away.
Yeah, and I think that's when all the conspiracy, like that was back in 2008, I think, when this thing first came online. And when it failed, that was like when all the conspiracy stuff started coming out about black holes, about, the universe being blown up and stuff. But this whole Big Bang thing, man, they're like they're going into all this with the premise that I don't even know if that's the right way. They're just assuming that the Big Bang was how the galaxy and everything actually formed.
Can we start putting other stuff and then just like smash them together? Maybe like foods, like smash them together to see what they create. Some kind of new food. Be like, man, that's good.
Nah, man. Nah. What, you want to smash mac and cheese?
Yeah.
You want to smash Frank and beans?
Well, just some kind of new
stuff.
forms.
Yeah, let's collide a monkey with a panther. DNA wise, let's just collide those and see what happens. A manther. Can you imagine a monkey panther, bro? Something that could. Well, panthers are already very agile in the trees and stuff, but
just be like, it'd be a more mean monkey.
Dude, that'd be a nuts creature, bro. That'd be something from a horror movie.
Or would you call it a manther or a punky? Because he'd be kind of a punk, I feel like, too. Punky kind of fits the name. He's like, man, look at this punk over
Call
here.
it a punky, yeah. I don't know. There'd be so many crazy things that could potentially come from this that I'm excited about, but I think they're so far away, from finding anything like tangible while we're alive.
The only thing I can think is they're going to do something they shouldn't. You're messing with stuff you don't know nothing about. I feel like that just only like can be turned into like a bad situation.
Eventually. You might kill us. Okay?
Come on.
And it's hilarious too because the NBC news anchor, when they first started that interview, he's like this is a different video I was watching, but the guy was like, if they were gonna blow up the world, that would be the story we'd be covering today or something. I was like, man, if they'd have blown up the world, you wouldn't be here, you idiot. Like, why would you say that?
So that'd be the story?
He's like, yeah, there's theories that they might destroy the entire planet. But if that were true, that'd be the story we were covering. I was like, you can't.
Well, you wouldn't be covering.
You wouldn't. Yeah, you'd be dead. You would be a bunch of subatomic particles flying through the universe.
You'd just be frozen meat.
Anyway.
Frozen meat chunks flying through space.
Yeah.
That's all you would become.
Anyway, we thought it was worth it to bring you guys some scientific evidence. The CERN, if you type in CERN, it'll bring up the Hadron Collider and CERN, C-E-R-N. They're doing some scary things. I have a feeling they're going to turn them into weapons. I'd like to bang my gavel at this time, just in support, I guess, of the weapons, because China's got the hypersonic. And Russia, so we need something.
Supposedly,
we need the God.
I don't know what they got.
We need the God particle.
At the same time, I feel like they should have taken out in all fairness, I feel like they could have took out Ukraine like right away. I feel like I'm all of a sudden feeling like Russia's not capable of doing much.
No, it's back to what you said. You opened my eyes to something. You were talking about how, I think it was you talking about how why would they just destroy it? They need. If you're gonna
infrastructure,
if you're gonna take over a country, you don't want to blow and destroy all the buildings and that. Like, you want to leave something. You want to just subdue the people, and hopefully, it's not such a nasty mess that you have to clean up. Once you take over the city or the country or whatever.
Well, their buildings, man, are like most of some cities they've gone after. It's just rubble.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. But maybe they need a God particle. Maybe if we had the God... You remember, did you watch that superhero movie where that dude was blue and he had the...
Megamind.
Oh, is it?
With Will Ferrell's the voice of the dude?
No, dude. I'm talking about Watchmen. The movie Watchmen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the animated show.
No.
Hey, man, I got kids. So yeah, I've seen kid shows, too.
No, did you watch the movie Watchmen?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know the guy I'm talking about?
Yeah, the main dude at the end.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's the God particle.
Alerts.
No, he was there throughout the whole movie, wasn't he?
But it's a spoiler, I'm saying, because he's like the bad guy.
Right. Damn, you just spoil alerted. That's an old movie. If you haven't seen it, suck it.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't really care. But that guy...
Cover your ears, I guess.
That guy, that's what I think about when I see the Hadron Collider. Like, the God particle, that dude becomes that,
We create, like, a new being.
Scary stuff.
Wouldn't that be something? You create life of, like, something else?
Yeah.
What if you open up a port? Maybe that's the thing I was thinking, too. And I think that's one, you open up a portal to, like, another dimension, and, like, something comes through it.
Yeah, like an alien, finally.
Hopefully not an alien from, like, Aliens, though.
No, I
don't
want
want-
that guy here. I think we could kill
No,
him.
The aliens, like
Yeah, I think we could kill him.
with the little mouth.
Yep.
No, man, I don't want to fight the. I've had bad
dog,
dreams
we
of
can
those
kill him. We can
things.
kill that guy.
can't. I've had bad dreams of those things. When I get up to get a drink of water, I still look down the stairs in my basement.
Damn, son. I do too, but I don't.
But I think that's like, I've had a dream where they're like at the bottom and they're going to like come up at me.
What, the big one?
Ah, yeah, like full form.
Freaking be
What would
nuts,
you do?
man.
I'm like getting a drink of water.
You would die. That's what you would do. There was nothing you would do. But
I'd
die.
wake up and then I'd be like, oh, what happened? And then someone would be like, ah!
Yeah, you'd be strapped on this like ceremonial like table.
That's only when the people do it. The aliens themselves just like implant you with it. You wouldn't know till it's like later.
Those eggs, they suck onto your face.
But you don't. But those things come out too. Remember, like, did you watch the original first one?
I've seen them all.
That
but
thing
it's
just
been
like
a
runs
long
around
time.
and like gets them.
Yeah, it
And he
just
doesn't-
kills you.
And they wake up and they don't remember nothing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So they're like, oh, what happened?
That's freaking terrifying, man. F that creature. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could kill it because those people were trapped. Oh no, because
Maybe we'll create time travel.
Yeah, maybe we'll just figure out a little particle, and it'll be 200 years from now. They'll be like, oh, you know, I think we can make a new flavor of Cheerios with this. That would be our scientists introducing the new God particle cereal.
Well,
Flavor you can taste.
Well, if they can figure out matter, they can recreate anything. That's essentially what they're trying. Like, if you figure out like dark matter and all that, you can like matter creates everything, right? Like it makes up everything.
Yeah.
So they're saying if they figure out how it works, like you want gold, you can make insurmountable amount of gold. Like you can just make it. So like think of what you could do with like.
That would devalue gold though.
But you could make, if they can actually break it down and figure out how to use it, I think that's essentially what they're like. Your resources would never run out because you can always make more.
Yeah. See, when they mentioned that if this particle was missing from our atom structure or whatever, if this one particle was missing, everything would like fly around at the speed of light, become weightless, they said, and fly around. Everything would become weightless and fly around. I was thinking, man, we could make some crazy hovercrafts, like all that stuff from Star Wars, like speeders and stuff. If you just figure out how to control that energy, you know, like if you can make things weightless, come on.
The thing is, they haven't, like the speeds they're at are still not the speed of light either.
Yeah, it's
They're
close to
close.
the speed of light, almost. And then they keep it super cold. It's underground, this loop that they have, this Hadron Collider. It's underground in the Swiss Alps, like French border or whatever. And it's this loop that's 16.7 miles long. And they have these laser. It's crazy how they have it set up, but they have to keep it super, super cold.
Well, they have these things and they speed up like this and through like a thing that gets smaller and then it shoots out. And there's more than one. They go like this and then shoot out. And then eventually they like run into each other.
Collide.
Yeah.
And what's the temp? The guy said it was 456, negative 456.
They say it's almost absolute zero, which is space.
Yeah, so they get the temperature down to like as cold as outer space, basically, like, which is crazy. Which you would die instantly
if you're in there. Yeah,
yeah. If you somehow found your way in there, you're dead immediately. Negative 456 degrees Fahrenheit. That's brutal, bro. I don't know what else can be said about this. We're living in some, I don't know. I don't even want to say we're living in dangerous times because they don't seem to have their freaking crap together. They don't even know what they're really doing.
We don't know what they're really doing, essentially.
Yeah, as far
they could be figuring all kinds of stuff when they don't tell us.
Right, they wouldn't tell us. They're building all kinds of weapons. I know that they are. It's just... It's the United States kind of a thing to do. If there's anybody from the United States working on this project, we're building weapons.
They're using this thing to like go to other planets you don't even know about.
Yeah, they've probably traveled to Mars and come back real quick and like.
They're like, nah, man, that's not the place for us.
There's like bodies of scientists like just dead where they've been experimenting. Different people, different people are shooting off and their bodies are coming. They're like, oh god, like pick up his body.
Oh, that was the wrong. Let's not go to their place again. Mark that down, Bill.
Some guy comes back with all these crazy claw marks on him, and his like head is halfway hanging on. Like, oh, don't go back there. Like, put that quadrant, take that out of the system.
Hey, Bill, make a note.
Make a note. Quadrant 8-5. We don't want to go there anymore. Not unless we have weapons.
That's where all these people. Hey, all these people that go missing.
Nah, dog.
Airplane people.
Nah, dog.
Remember how the planes disappear and people disappear? They're using these people to send them to these places.
Yeah. All those people from 9/11 that didn't actually crash into the towers. I don't want to. I'm not.
All right.
Yeah, we're getting off.
Cue the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've obviously deviated from the path and we've gone off into Wonderland.
You didn't find out unless you watched the whole thing.
Nobody watches the whole video.
Yeah.
Peace, love,
Peace.
applesauce.
Behind the glass.
How's that go?
Crisscross applesauce.
Keep it right, keep your butt hole tight.
Keep it right, keep your butt hole tight.
Where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us. I don't know.